Building spirituality, family, health, and business. This is the Giant Builders with Lois Wyant.
Hey, Giant Builders. Welcome. It's 2 o'clock on Tuesday. And guess what? Today, I am going to do the presentation. I know you're excited. I did a presentation a couple weeks ago for a local chamber on email marketing. So I want to share that with you today. But I also want to share with you that I'm going to do a couple of changes to the Giant Builders. And one of those changes is that we're going to add Thursday at 2 o'clock to part of our program. I have a number of speakers lined up that would take me a year just to show you the lineup that I already have. So if I do Thursdays at 2 as well, we can get through some of those speakers and share some great information with you. So I appreciate you being here. I hope that you will take a time and subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss an episode. And here we go into email marketing. Hey folks, welcome. We are going to talk about some email tips today. I'm Lois Wyant. I'm with JFT Web Marketing, and we offer a variety of internet services, several do-it-yourself programs, and we are also constant contact partners. Everything that we will be sharing will be based on the Constant Contact platform. Many of the other platforms also offer similar services. Beginning of creating this program, I had a really long list of things to talk about, but finding out that we don't have a couple hours to work through this, we had to narrow it down. So to fit into our time frame, we're going to talk about why email, creating opt-ins, automation, the purpose of email, and the timing of emails. So why email? Email is actually still the number one communication channel. 99% of consumers check their email daily. Now, 2 points that you want to make note of with that is that the majority of people will be checking their email on mobile phones. So you want to make sure that all your email is very visible on a mobile platform. Second thing is, though 99% of people check their email daily, that's not saying that 99% of your email recipients will see your email. Average open rate for email is about 20 to 35%. A lot of that will depend upon your relationship with the people, but also the content and especially your headline. Headlines are very attention-getting, will get more opens. Now, I say relationship because I have an email list, in which case I have a 80% open rate. But it's because of the relationship that I have with that specific list. The better your relationship is with that list, the more openings you will have. So why email? Because you own that list. And by owning the list, not only makes it easier for you to market to people who are already familiar with your business, but also makes your business more appealing if you are going to sell it. Any social media that you have, no matter what kind, your list could be gone overnight. If if the social media platform decides you're not following the rules, they're going to close down, whatever the case may be. You own your email list, so you always have those connections that you can depend on. And email actually converts better than any other platform. Social media averages about 2% of the people see your post from social media, whereas, as I said, 20 to 35% is an average opening for emails. But those email subscribers spend about 138% more than non-email receivers. They are good people to be marketing to. So how do you collect your emails? If you have a brick and mortar, you can have a sign up in the store. If you do not have that, you can have opt-ins on your website or your sales pages. Some popular lead magnets would be like ebooks, a cheat sheet of tips or resources, white papers or case studies, a webinar, free trials or samples, a free quote or consultation, quizzes or a self-assessment, or even a coupon. So it has to be something that is important or has some value to the person who's looking at it, that they will want to give you their email. The other thing is, I would highly recommend that you say that the gift that you're giving them will be emailed to them, because if you have a tendency to say, click now to download, there's a chance that they'll use a fake email. So make sure that it's something that you actually are emailing to them. Creating the opt-in. Okay, this is something that's of value to the people. So what you want to consider is often ask questions. So ask your staff members, what are questions that people ask a lot? What's something that they constantly asking? Your receptionist might say, oh, they're always asking about the size of this, whatever it might be. You can check forums or blogs and just see what kind of questions are on those that relate to your particular topic. And you can also use a website called Answer the Public. I really like Answer the Public. So what you will do is go to answerthepublic.com and you type in a subject. It can be a very general subject, or you can really hone it in. And then you click the search button, and then it'll bring up a whole list of questions that people have asked about that subject. So here you can see that I put in email and it came up with 391 results for email. And then just in the top right, you click download and it'll give you a CSV of those questions, and you can sort through them. Some of the questions are duplicate, just in different formats. So you can sort through them and find out what are the questions that relate to you and what you're going to offer. So select the best questions and create either a PDF or a video. If you're creating a PDF and you're not really sure what you're going to do or how you're going to put that together, you can go to fiverr.com. They have several people there who are graphic designers that can create something that's very nice. I've used this Warren_graphics, and he did a really great job. We had a 20-page piece and he charged us just a little over $30. So it's very reasonably priced. We did have to make sure we provided him with all the content and the pictures so that it all went together well, but his layout design was really good. You can also do your own if you want to use a product called Canva. It's a free software program that you can design things, and it gives you templates that you can work with. Where to put your lead opt-in sign up. That could be on your site header, within blog posts, your sidebar. It could be a pop-up. So after a few seconds or a minute or two after they get on the website, a pop-up comes up. It could be in the footer, a resource page, or it can be an exit pop-up. So as the computer feels that they're going up to the top right corner and to exit, this pop-up comes up and says, hey, wait, before you leave, sign up for this. So some examples, this is a claim your free report. You just click on the report and it takes you to another page where you put in your name and your email. So that would be another thing, is you want to keep it simple. You don't want to require too much information, because the more information you require, the less likely they are to opt in. Unless you're really wanting to hone down the people who opt in and you want to make sure they're really qualified, then you would add more questions. This is one that I saw online. It was an opt-in with a quiz. So that's an option to use a quiz. Whatever your opt-in is, or whatever platform you're using for your email, you want to make sure that it's set up for automation. And what that means is that as soon as the person signs up and they click the opt-in, the program automatically emails them whatever you offered them and puts them into an email sequence. With Constant Contact, there's a variety of email options. You can do, the top one is just an email campaign. Second one's email automations. They also offer social posts, event posts, landing pages, and website and stores. Once you click on email automation, it takes you to some options, in which case you can do a welcome email template, a birthday email template, which that's really nice, because then you can set it up whether on their birthday or 2 or 3 days before their birthday. You send them a note saying wishing you happy birthday, and then you can either make them an offer. Maybe it's a restaurant, so you offer them 50% off their birthday meal or a free birthday meal with guests. They have anniversary email templates, which that could be either their like wedding anniversary, or it could be like their anniversary since they started using your store. They also have some different automations. So once somebody opens an email, you can have it go to a separate sequence, or if they click a link, you can add it to a separate sequence, or if they joins a specific list. So I especially like the sequence where they open the email or click the link. You can really get into details with those. But once you open it up, you will select the list that you want to go to. So you have these particular people with different opt-ins going to different lists. And you can then create your campaign. They immediately get the PDF, and then you can add a number of series to that. And I like to create a sequence, whereas maybe they get something the first week or 2 weeks, they get like 3 things. And then from there, maybe they get something once a week or once every other week. You can keep adding items to your sequence. So the purpose of email is to build relationships, increase your sales conversions, create repeating sales, collect feedback and then engage with them, inform them, increase your brand awareness, and because it's timely. Things you want to include in your email is a good subject line. You want to personalize it when you can, and there is information, constant contact that you can collect, like their name, their email, their company name. There's just different things that you can add to it. There's a birthday and an anniversary section. So you want to personalize it when you can. Write it in second person. Always focus on the benefits and not the features. So everybody's not going to care that this gadget does this. No, what they're going to care about is what is it doing for me? What's the feature for me? How is it saving me time? How's it saving me money? How is it saving me? Make sure to keep it short, or if it's going to be long content, do a short part and then link it to like a blog that finishes the detail. So, and that could be a good place, like if somebody clicked that link, then you could create it so they go into a different sequence. So you know that they're more serious about whatever you're talking about. Show your personality, be personalized. If you share family pictures or vacation pictures or your children, what's appropriate for you? What's appropriate that people know about your business? And also make sure to use your own photos and your own videos. Okay, don't go on to some kind of pics type thing and pick out pictures that you think represent your business. Make sure they're personalized. So how often to send out? And that's going to vary depending on your quality of your content. If it's something that is very interesting and people are going to want to read it, you could send it out more often, but otherwise you might want to spread out the time. So a minimum of monthly, just so people don't forget who you are, and a maximum of 2 times a week. If you're a boutique that gets new clothes in 3 or 4 times a week, you should be doing 2 times a week at least. You should be sharing, oh, this came in today, and just show like 2 things. This is only going to be here for a short time, or we're having our summer closeout sale. So it depends upon your type of business. The other nice thing about constant contact is that it gives you a calendar option, so you can actually see when your particular emails are going to be sent out. Test the days of the week. Most of my mentors will say that Tuesday through Thursday, sometime between 9 and 3 are the most popular. There's a discouragement to do Monday because people are just getting back to work. They're not as enthusiastic. They have a lot of stuff to clean out of their mailbox, so they may not really look at something that's more of an advertisement type of email. So a lot of people do not encourage Friday unless you're something that would be exciting for the weekend, because by Thursday, people are thinking about what they're going to do for the weekend, and they're not going to be real serious and in depth with their emails. But if you were like a bar and it's Friday and either that evening or the next day you were having margarita sales, then you probably would get a good opening. Saturdays and Sundays are questionable. You would just want to test that out to see whether or not you got good openings on Saturdays and Sundays. Again, that's going to depend upon your type of product. If you are interested in trying out Constant Contact, we do have an offer of a 30-day free trial and a 30-minute consultation with me. So if you go to bit.ly/cc/emailflow, that will give you a login place to start your Constant Contact trial. Thank you very much, and I hope that we will be chatting again soon.
Thank you for listening. This has been The Giant Builders with Lois Wyant.